sense of urgency you talked about.
Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 20 line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try to cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm virgin as well, I think.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, look at it, he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks. Are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's mine. 40's mine. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Look, guys, 4 down. 4 down.
Boy, now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. They try again with Scarborough, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Wilson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Tackle made.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. There he goes, right side.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Ravens 44, Seahawks 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to past the 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They run. This is Scarborough. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Seahawks 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. I mean, you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.